G'day, Dan here checking in. So, basically, last couple of posts has been posting a bit of music stuff. For those that might be questioning or wondering, yes, I'm still working. Everything requires balance. I'll maybe grab this camera off, and when I pull up, and I had a call, a sort of meeting when I was in the car the other day, and who I was on a meeting with suggested maybe to do a video on some of this stuff, which I will do. This might be it. See how we go when I pull up. But for the musos out there, and even for anyone that's sort of got content that they need to produce, and for good reason, to get heard, that I suppose are in line and found their voice and want that to be heard, not just to be heard and to even worry about what people think or feel, positive or negative. Obviously you want it to have a positive impact on people, but not to be let your feelings get hurt, or to let that things get in the way of being yourself, I suppose. And so with the digital agency and some of the tools, like there was a lot of footage I had the other day from Kale and JK47, and an hour and a half worth of busking footage to then get edited down into usable, for social media and to get content out there. Apart from that, Carl needs his own brand, but like the old MySpace, but a bit better. Yeah. So, with tools built in there for a collaboration like that, where there'll be joint, projects. I know JK's working in schools and can bring, there's revenue sharing opportunities for an artist, for a creator to get out and get work and whilst getting their voice heard. So to democratise, which means make that accessible, these marketing tools, content machines, that with the whole convergence of various technology, but you'll seen AI now. If you look back, been on that for years, but there's certain things right now that in terms of what we're giving away and the conversations and basic energy that we're going to put into that, when I don't think it's anything new. But there's been certain things that have been kept, I suppose, from us, and certain systems in place to keep people at a point of low frequency, really. So that harvesting, I suppose, is not on. And I've just seen through even various groups, sovereignty groups, and then links to culture. The culture's sort of not even been looked at. I always knew this would start with music. So finding my voice, which to not be a hypocrite to what I said on the start of this, in terms of not worrying about what people, think, will I like my voice? Do you like your own voice? That self-talk. I'm going to find, it's been good actually, these tools, like, to find, there's a couple of good, I'll post a couple, I'll do it today. In terms of they fit my voice pocket. So I've been using Sunu AI with very specific prompts. Some of them I write all the lyrics, and then some of it I've been, like the video I just posted, there'll be samples of some good guitaring in there, or decent, to make up the framework of a song. And in how good's my little this little sucker? Hey, it's got a little drum beat on it, so I had the drums going on that post earlier, and it's good, get into a rhythm. So, and that drums now, and that framework, the rhythm and whatnot, makes up framework for a beat. And then using a specific sort of prompt now, I can extract from some of these songs that fit my voice pocket, which I was sort of emulating it on Chris Cornell and a few artists, and then transmuting that into how the voice is meant to sound. And they're not very good at doing the Aussie accent yet. But anyway, it gives me the ability then to take that track, and I'm using BandLab that has a really cool AI, splitter. So I can get the 5 or more tracks, but just break it down usually into the 5 tracks, extract the vocals, turn it down, be able to listen, and it might not be in the flow that I want, so I have to change it. But anyway, that's what I'm doing from a production point of view. And with those stems as well, you can convert those to MIDI. So for people to learn, the keys and all that, and be able to put that into something like melodix.com and learn those instruments or learn those songs and have fun gamifying, your progress to learn instruments, so we can all come together and produce more of that good vibe frequencies and music. That's where I think, there's a balance in everything, going back to like the use of AI in music. But when, like, I just gave a perfect example of how it can be used for good, for music, by bringing more people the ability to learn and then perform together. But it's using AI to get to that point. So I think, as long as we're transparent with the use of these tools, and we have pure intent, and we utilize the tool not to run our whole lives, but use it in the areas where it alleviates and automates certain things, like going back to content production, marketing, these digital agencies, or learning it yourself. And that's getting easier with these tools as well now, which you'll see there's certain ones available. But yeah, we're basically, long story short, we're releasing through the Story Festival and a few things to align with what we're building, but as revenue generating offers to build a community, build an audience, and ultimately start, that sets the foundation from our collaborative content, the Story Festival. It's, certain music, certain things heard, let's just say. I'll put the guitar that I did on the last track to back this up, see how that goes with the editing. I'll just put it up. I'm thinking about, probably should have stopped the video, but I wanted to find not a bad place where you can have a view where I show. I'll go and find somewhere down here with the car, or I just might post another video. Call it quits on this one. So yeah, be going live like on the jam thing I did the other day. So excuse me if these are somewhat casual for you and whatnot. You want a bit more structured for your time. I appreciate it's valuable, but sometimes we're just hanging out, just talking, and those little silent moments can be a good moment for you to pause and reflect if you're still here listening. So, alright, so anyway, yeah, with the music, I'll post some more stuff up, but even just that example of an hour and a half of busking content to be able to, you know, for any buskers, anyone doing music, reach out. They'll be wanting you to test this tool and get a few people, you get some results for free, and we'll start marketing that with the specific purpose of not just to make money, but to have one of the many revenue streams that's going to support the platform and its security, and then paying it forward and having others being able to pursue their passions and with purpose, not just fluff words, literally. Alright, peace out, talk soon.